What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Downjacks back with another video, dude. Today we got Big Sean Whole Time Freestyle. Hadn't heard the freestyle yet. Today we're reacting to Whole Time Freestyle by Big Sean. Because apparently people say he dissed the big three. But clearly, Kendrick said it in the last music reaction I did. Kendrick said there is no big three. It's just Big Me. And apparently this all came out around the same time. So, I'm late to this one as well. And that means Kendrick outshadowed Big Sean again. Because, you know, he in the Control verse from back in the day, it was Big Sean's song. Man, Big Sean is a talented artist. Never got the respect he deserved because he got some bad songs. He got some of his lows are some lows. So that's why he don't get the respect as an artist he deserves. So he's an easy artist to target. Hate to say it, but it's the truth. But anyway, let's get right into it.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. I think where I lack most as an artist is consistency. I just haven't had the energy to compete with enemies or y'all so-called bigger three.
Straight to it, huh? Straight to it, huh? Where he lacks most out of the artist is consistency. Hey, it took self-reflection to realize that. So salute to him for that. Self-reflecting on his career and be like, hey, I'm not as big as I'm supposed to be because of my consistency, my inconsistency. And you know, like I said, that self-reflection, self-accountability as an art, well, in anything in life, as an artist, in your craft, relationships, anything, self-accountability is the biggest problem a lot of people have. But he said it. Like, you got songs like Dance or that kind of is like, bro, whoa. You was trying too hard to come out with a hit. It was cool for the moment, but looking back at it, it's just bad. But you don't want to compete with enemies or y'all so-called bigger three. So-called. Talk to me, y'all. Do y'all think Big Sean is very underrated? Because I see people saying, you know, if Big Sean didn't have the bad songs that he had, like, because his lows are some of the lows and his highs are some good highs. So he's a very lyrical person, just like the big three. Well, Kendrick not said it's just Big Him, but as J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. But his lows are definitely way lower than theirs, but his highs don't really match to theirs. But I see people saying he could have. It really should have. It really could have been a big four, the core four. But he done said where he lacks most is consistency.
I just haven't had the energy to compete with enemies or y'all so-called bigger three. But every verse I lay, fans love to say, man, niggas is sleep.
Low key. Yeah, people love to say about how Big Sean is slept. I don't think. So far from what I'm hearing, it's not like he's dissing them like people say. It's just more so him reflecting on life. And like, I mean, he did have that one little sneak jab, but
100 million records up though, it isn't a dream. Even if you was my son, you couldn't belittle me. My life
I like that. Even if you was my son, you couldn't belittle me. Belittle, or you couldn't belittle him. Double play on that.
Oh, it isn't a dream. Even if you was my son, you couldn't belittle me. My life got more layers than a secret identity, and I'm all money in like Nip and J Stone whipping the brinks. And I get the snapping on it, but never was the weakest link.
He was never the weakest link. Like people was like, oh, Big Sean can't, like, Big Sean didn't hold his own. The weakest, because even with the Control verse, like, people will say, oh, Jay Electron even out-rapped him. Big Sean is, I mean, which, my opinion, he did, but the one problem with the Control verse is, hate to say it, but Drake was right. That verse was strictly for shock value. There was no problem at that time. Like, It was to get, like, you know, if there's gonna be smoke, let there be smoke. So that's why I'm waiting on them to respond, because now there is smoke. So yeah.
In like nipping J Stone whipping the brinks, and I get the snapping on her, but never was the weakest link. I might have been a sneaky link. She know if she get a shot with me, the bitch gon' get a buzz, and I don't mean to drink. B.I.G. but somehow I need a shrink. Look, I hate when people tell me that it's never that serious. You ain't have to shoot your first album cover at Sears. I used to be held back and hide behind fear, but fear is just false evidence appearing real.
Hey, that's a great acronym for fear. That's a caption. Fear is false. What he said? False evidence.
Back and hide behind fear, but fear is just
false evidence appearing real. That's a caption right there.
False evidence appearing real. I ain't smoking on no exes. I ain't sending no texts. And you know I'm coming back to back to back. Number ones consecutive. You two in and keeping them guessing. I ain't even flinch when I heard your best shit. Living a dream inside of a dream. I feel like I'm Leo inside of Inception. Shine, how long you knew you was finna win? How long you been plotting on M? Since before the TV show, you was in the office and cutting off friends. Since the pile chain setting trends. Hold up. How long you been plotting on the B? Since before you had a song with Jay, since before you knew Janae. Back when you was a fly on the wall and dropped out of school to help Ye finish up graduation. Back when you hit your first celebrity crush and realized there's better girls back at home waiting, they just ain't as famous.
That's a bar right there. That's a bar right there. Y'all be so crazy about y'all celebrity crushes, but whole time girls back from where you from. If they were famous, they'd be just as fine as your celebrity crush. They're just not famous. Nobody really knows them. So he's spitting, bro, spitting right there.
Back when it was finally famous, you performed at Plan B, sold every ticket yourself, and niggas was still hating. Before you recorded at the same studio as Jay Dilla, but was scrapping up change that could only afford 30 minutes. So before the session, your raps was already finished. Before you even started.
That's the grind right there. You only got 30 minutes of studio time, so you pretty much got the song already. Like, because, you know, most people go in the studio, do everything there. He didn't have but 30 minutes. 30 minutes ain't enough time. So the only thing, he had to have the song already done, so he just in there recording. That's a come-up story, for real.
You was recording out of Earl and A-Tone's basement. In hindsight, you really was an underground artist before you ever made $1 off a rap, but it was your full-time job though regardless, because you know the easiest time to give up is when it's the hardest.
That's a fact. The easiest time to give up is when it's the hardest. Nobody's giving up when it's easy. They gave up because it was tough.
Right now I'm talking to the old shine. Shit, how long you knew your mind was a gold mine? Before you got signed? Shit, both times. How long you knew it'd be like this, nigga, the whole time? Yeah, whole fucking time, bitch. Yeah.
You gonna do it with the time you got left? That's a good question. What y'all gonna do with the time y'all got left? Like I said, this to me wasn't a diss at the Big Three. Like, he had that one bar, but to me this was more so him reflecting on his career and letting people know he still got it. That was tough. Shout out to Big Sean. Comment if y'all some Big Sean fans in the comments. I know he's an easy artist to clown because of his moments, but I always respected Big Sean as an artist. But anyway, your boy Don, like, he had some lyrics that was like, okay, oh boy, here go Big Sean. And he had those lines. I'm not gonna lie, he had those moments. And then he had those songs in general. It's like, trying too hard for a radio hit. But overall, he's never really been a bad artist. He's just been inconsistent, like he said. Very underrated.